What is up, guys? How's it going? It's Friday morning. I thought I'd make this video because a lot of people have asked me on Instagram and on TikTok what's it like to be a doctor while doing stand-up comedy. A lot of people would have discovered me from doing stand-up, but very few people know that I'm a full-time doctor. So I thought I'd make this vlog on a day when I have a gig in the evening and work in the day, so you guys can see how I somehow survive through it. So it's Friday. It's the morning. Obviously, I've just woken up. It's about 7:45, and I'm about to go to work. So let me show you my day. I don't usually eat breakfast, but today I'm having the breakfast of a lemsip because I feel unwell. So hopefully this will help me get through the day because it's gonna be a long one. This is the lunch that I pre-made. It's some pork made in the old air fryer. And this is some kimchi that my housemates and I made. It was mostly them, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm just gonna use the sauce of that kimchi. It's delicious. Even though it's basically like old cabbage, it's so much tastier than it sounds, but I'm so glad that I got into this. Thing is, rewatching this, I felt so ill. Like, I probably shouldn't have been going to work the way I felt, but I was thinking about the fact that I had a gig and, I was being paid for it, and it's just a lot of work, so I just thought I have no decision but to just go. Health. Okay, bag packed, let's go. But yeah, this is my tiny little flat, cute. I'm about to get on my bike. It's quite nice because I get to cycle on the seaside, then teleport to the hospital with my little superpowers. It's a great hospital, to be honest. Look at my little stethoscope, wearing the scrubs, helping people. Yeah, this keyboard. The amount of time I've stared at this keyboard while trying to write stuff I don't even understand. This is the inside of the hospital. It's honestly so nice. This is at the end of the day. I remember feeling so tired at this point, just thinking about that fresh lemsip when I get home. Oh yeah, this is my little gig snack. And I always have instant noodles because they're so quick to eat, and I honestly never have time to cook even though I enjoy it. Yep, second lemsip of the day. I've now come to the point where I carry them in my bag. This is walking through Brighton on the way to the train station. This was probably about like 6 o'clock at this point. I had one train that if I missed it, it would be absolute game over. This is a really weird day because we actually finished on time, but I remember being so busy. Like, I think there was an emergency call for one of the patients, so it meant that we had to like look after them before I could like safely go home, basically. And that's the weird thing about this job is like, even though you finish at a certain time, you can't really leave until everything's done. Now there's my notebook. Man, that's the train. And a teleport to the bus. That is some superb editing. This is the point when I'm usually thinking about my jokes, like what am I gonna say, what am I gonna do, like on stage. With this gig, it was like a middle 10, so I just had like 10 minutes to fill, but I was trying out some new stuff, but I hadn't been at this club for a while, so I didn't know what would work. So it's always like, do you do the new stuff or do you just do the safe stuff? And man, you can just see the comparison between London and Brighton where I live. Like, London is so alive, and even though it's like a 1 hour train, it's just such a juxtaposition. But at this point, I was feeling more like energized, like looking at that Tina Turner play musical thing. Man, at this point during the walk, I was so tired because I was like, I can't believe in this state I'm actually gonna have to go on stage and perform, because you just get in such a fog. But there's actually a thing called like gig sickness or gig wellness or something. People have different terms for it, but it's basically where once you get on stage, all your like fever and your sickness just goes away because the adrenaline of performing just takes over. And that definitely happened to me tonight. Like, I know I just worked a full day's work and had a pretty intense job and a pretty intense shift, but like I was still looking forward to being on stage, and that's what I love the most about doing this, because you can just get on stage and forget about everything and the whole world melts away. Yeah, there's the little poster. This was walking through the bar on the way up there. Man, this was such a packed place. Like, you wouldn't even know that a huge comedy club is at the top. But yeah, just going up the stairs, and it's like these stairs went on forever. And the worst thing was the toilet was in the basement. This was the comedy club, man. Like, look at that. Like, easy, could probably fit like 100 people in there. And like, that was where I was gonna perform, and it was a pretty cool place, to be honest. It was a great venue. Yeah, man, I recorded my set, but it's gonna go out on YouTube, so I don't want to waste it with this vlog. But you guys can check that out when it comes out, or check out my Instagram if you want to see clips. But yeah, this is me getting on the old Gatwick Express, and what a lovely way to end the day, with someone singing. And same again tomorrow, I think. See you later, guys.